Hello, how are you? I am back again and I have been meaning to film this video for like weeks, to be honest. Basically what I'm doing today is I'm doing an updated home renovation tour. We've done loads since I last did one of these. The place is in absolute state. We are actually preparing to move out because the builders felt that if we weren't here, they'd get more done quicker. And yeah, so we're basically preparing to move out. We've got loads of our stuff now in storage. The place is a bit of a building site. We're literally moving out in a few days. So it's a lot. It is, it is a lot. Bear with me. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick tour. I think I'm gonna show you nearly all the rooms, but maybe leave out a couple just because my own personal sanity, and also there's a couple of rooms that we actually can't go into because the house could fall down. We've had a time, I'll get into it, like there was literally a conversation where a structural engineer and the builder were like, we've got a problem, the house could fall down. Anyway, I'm making that sound a lot more dramatic, but like honestly it was really dramatic. I didn't even share on Instagram stories because I was so terrified and I was just like having heart palpitations and I was like on the verge of a panic attack. It was not good. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quick tour and show you where we're up to. But first of all, I am of course in the bathroom of dreams and I will never get over these tiles, but don't worry, they are being ripped out soon. So yeah, let me show you this room here. This is where we previously had all the boxes. I don't know if you remember. It's looking a little bit worse for wear because basically the people who owned the house before us literally covered the walls, or like half the walls, in cement. No joke, they didn't plaster, they plastered in cement. And basically the house is made of chalk block, which you can see, and chalk block and lime are porous. And basically if you have cement on the outside, which they did, they put cement on the outside, cement on the inside, and then basically like chalk on the inside, which like it's basically a porous, non-porous situation. It's a whole thing. But basically if you have, God, I'm really bad at describing this, but basically if you have cement on the outside, cement on the inside, you trap the damp in. Damp can come in from the ground, so it's not good, and it basically kind of can cause a whole load of damage. Like if you look at the cracks in the fireplace, if you look at the cracks here, a lot of that is to do with the fact that they plastered in cement. So basically yeah, we're having to repoint the walls. This is a lime and sharp sand mix. So they're repointing the walls, and then in a couple of weeks, they're going to replaster, but they're going to do it in lime. This wall was actually done in lime, so we're keeping this. But yeah, a lot has been ripped off. And I think in terms of cost, I think it's going to be about $3,000 per room to plaster. So it's quite an expensive mistake the last people made. But hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, we've exposed the fireplace. That's going to be rendered. This is all going to be plastered. The windows are going to be changed, but hopefully we'll be able to keep the window frames. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Also, if you are renovating hardcore like we are, do try and keep the carpets down, because even though they're disgusting and you really just want to lift them up and get them out of the way, they do help protect the floor. Like whenever you see like damp, rubble, anything, that's basically protecting the floorboards underneath. So that's why we've kept them down. Anyway, let's go into the next room, shall we? This is the hallway of hell. Yeah, there's not much to show you there, but we will go through it again in a minute. Yeah. Okay, so this is as bad as it looks. This is where things nearly went very wrong. Basically, we exposed the old fireplace. And just as a reminder, on the outside of the house, they put cement. They cement rendered. They covered the old fireplace in plasterboard and cement, 2 non-porous materials. And then the inside was made of old red brick and chalk block. And literally the damp got in. We exposed the fireplace. It was a big, beautiful arch. We were really excited. And then literally one day it came crashing down. Like literally the fireplace was all over the floor. It was totally horrendous. They were literally head in hands panicking. The structural engineer came out in like literally 10 minutes, which is unheard of. And yeah, basically they had to prop the entire fireplace up, the entire ceiling, everything up with these, they're called strong boys. And they're basically like giant kind of car jacks. And literally every time we walked up the stairs, more came crumbling down. It was awful. Literally they said to us, do not come in this room. Do not run up the stairs. Do not go into these rooms and these rooms. Like, it's bad. So yeah, it was pretty brutal. It's being rebuilt. Oh, sorry, the light's gone funny. But yeah, it's being rebuilt. These being propped up, it was a lot. And also above here, there is another fireplace. So there was nothing supporting the fireplace above. So it was really bad. It was like, I cannot stress how bad it was. Anyway, this room was also plastered in cement. So we got all the cement ripped off. And yeah, it's currently in the process of being repointed in a lime and sharp sand mix. And then these cracks that you see here, that was also caused by the cement render. They are going to be basically stitched together with header bars, but that's not happening for a few weeks. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. That's what happened. It was really, really, really bad. Like literally my phone was upstairs. And I was like, oh, can I go get my phone? It's upstairs. And they were like, no, you cannot. It was bad. Anyway, I'm going to go up the stairs now. Here are the electrics. They're going to be sorted soon as well, I promise. So this is a guest room. Welcome home. God, I should really be wearing shoes. This is pretty rubbly. Yeah, it's a treat. Like I said, we're moving out soon. Can you believe we're literally living here? It's so bad. I have to be really careful where I walk. But yeah, God, look at the state of it. Yeah, but basically there was cement on these walls too. There's lime on these walls. But yeah, basically we ripped off the cement. They're repointing again. Then more plaster's gonna go over, and yeah, more hella bars going to stitch up these cracks. Seriously, like if you use cement in a house that's old, you literally ruin the house, and then people have to spend a fortune putting it back together. Just saying, look how old this is. It literally looks like one of those medieval homes. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But yeah, it was made of loaves and reeds, which is crazy. Anyway, I'm not actually sure where to show you. So this is actually coming down because this is literally made of cardboard. Oh, let me show you the bedroom. So we did have loads of boxes in here. I don't know if you remember seeing, but it was really box heavy. They've now gone into storage so we can get ready to move out, and we're just kind of in the process of literally packing up. God, can you believe we're living like this? It's so bad. Anyway, this is a bathroom that we kind of, oh God, look, there it is. It finally came on. This is a bathroom that we forgot existed. Luckily this one's been plastered in lime, but I think this wall might be coming down actually, because we're knocking through and then putting another stud wall in. So it's going to be a bathroom and dressing room. But yeah, look, it's so, oh my god, it's so grim. Like literally I've been in this room like 4 times. It's so horrendous. This was a cupboard and then we found a radiator in it. But look, there's another radiator. Yeah, look, more carpet in the bathroom. It's so grim. They loved a carpeted bathroom. Anyway, I don't want to linger in here because it makes me feel a bit ill. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's turn the light off with this little tassel. Can I get that info? Yeah, there it is. I'll be hand sanitizing after this. But yeah, this archway is coming down. There's gonna be, basically we're making this, God, look how bad it is. Literally, this is where we're sleeping. It's so grim. I think this is why I've been avoiding doing this video, because I'm so embarrassed of like how we're currently living. But yeah, basically this wall is coming down and then that bathroom's coming out and then that side is going to be made a dressing room. This side is going to be made a bathroom. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of pink. Next room is in here. Now I'm not actually allowed in this room, but I'm going to open the door and wave the camera around. But this is the fireplace that was above the one below. And this is where they were really worried that like the weight of this fireplace, which is not supported, could literally make the house tumble down, because this is so heavy and literally there was nothing below supporting it. There was just not enough. Like there's not even like a major ceiling joist there. Like there's no beams underneath it. It was literally being supported by the fireplace below. So it was really bad. But yeah, this is also going to be repointed. This is going to be built up. I don't know if you can see in the top right hand corner, but that's a really old wasp's nest. I did consider doing a vaulted ceiling, but to be honest, it's just going to add weeks, if not months, to build, and like thousands upon thousands of pounds. And to be honest, we're kind of hemorrhaging cash at the moment, so we're not doing it. Plus it means that we could never do a loft extension. Plus it means that we could never store anything in the loft. And also it would be a really, really, really cold room, because it would just be impossible to heat. Also, look at my beautiful floorboards. I spent so long sanding them and then they kind of were shot to SH because we weren't planning on ripping down the ceilings, but then we realized we had to. Anyway, I'm sure they can be put back. But yeah, this is kind of what caused the is the house gonna fall down situation. Anyway, more cracks, more hellebars, more repointing, more replastering. I think we're gonna have to move out for about 8 to 12 weeks. That's the timeline at the moment. Yeah, it's quite a lot. And look, we've got spare props just in case anything else falls down. Anyway, I'm gonna go into another room now. My office is in here and it's really bad. It's being demolished soon. Oh, actually, let me quickly show you outside, because you can see what they had to do with the scaffolding. Oh my God, it's so crazy. I'm just gonna put on my boyfriend's Crocs. Oh, hey, Gordon. Oh, look at you. You're like a neglected dog. I'm so sorry. The place is such a mess. Look, here are the plans. The architect plans. Jesus, it's a bigger project than we thought, if I'm honest. Anyway, let me come outside and show you the best bit of the house, which is, of course, the garden. Oh, isn't the garden lovely? There's the outbuilding. That's phase 2. Anyway, here is the house. So we had a re-roof, which I think I showed you last time. That's completely finished now, apart from where we're adding in dormer windows. But basically, oh, Gordon's following me out. Hey, Gords. But basically what happened was, when we realized that the house was potentially going to fall down, we already had scaffolding, which was kind of helping to support the house. But we asked the scaffolders to come round and basically put more scaffolding up to prop the gable end up so that, yeah, so basically the house is supported from the inside and the outside to stop it falling down. Like, that is how bad it was. It was really, really, really brutal. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of added thousands to the cost of the renovations, but you know, I think better than it falling down. Gordon, what do you think? Gordon, oh look, he's having a big yawn. Also, the apples on the apple tree, I don't know if you can see them, but at least we won't go hungry this winter. There'll be blackberry and apple crumbles for everybody. Anyway, I'm gonna go back inside. Gordon, hi, hi. Oh, you having a stretch? Come on, in we come. Okay, I'm back in the house. So yeah, that is our renovation so far. It's looking pretty horrific. I'm a little bit embarrassed to show you, but like honestly, that's just how it looks and how we're having to live. Luckily we are moving out soon, but yeah, I'm gonna show you warts and all, you know. It's renovation reality basically. But yeah, it's a bigger project than we maybe first thought, and we are gonna do it quicker than we first thought. And we didn't anticipate the fireplace falling down, but that is kind of just what is going to happen to an old house that's been covered on the inside and outside in cement. And yeah, thank God for builders, structural engineers, and everything else, because it was a lot, but I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, we're moving out in a few days so they can really crack on, and hopefully we will be done in the next 8 to 12 weeks. Here's hoping. But yeah, I'll keep you updated and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.